This was the bad one. Well, not right there. Over here. What's going on, everybody? It's another one with Jazzy James. So we're out at this property today, and Will is doing some trimming over there in the middle of the field. I wonder why he's trimming in the middle of the field. Well, I will tell you, this place is soaking wet. It's like a swamp. I've got stuck 3 times. Once right here, right here. This was the bad one. Well, not right there. Over here. That was the bad one. It's already got standing water back in it. It's so muddy, but man, it looks good. It stripes like crazy, especially this time of year. Especially, well, the whole year it stripes really nice. It's mostly fescue out here, but I have not done anything to this yard. I don't think anybody's ever touched this yard as far as laying seed or anything like that. So it's just kind of crazy. I think it's because the ground is so moist, like all times throughout the year. I can't cut over there until May, June, sometimes June. So a decent portion of that usually has to be trimmed. But we are finishing up this one, and I'm gonna get some good footage today. Stay tuned. Oh, what a hot day it was today. I think we hit temps in the lower 90s maybe. If not, it was, I mean, it was right around 90 degrees, 89, 88. It probably hit 90 degrees. I mean, we've had a little bit of humidity too. And the pollen is upon us. And I can feel I'm stuffy right now. So that's a good sign though. That means it's skipped to summer. So where you at, spring? I mean, 70-degree weather, stuff like that. I love that kind of stuff. But you skip 60 and go to 90. Like, what's up with that? Come on now. You know what's a good topic? Is one-time cuts. I know everybody's got their own perspective about it. Me, personally, I love one-time cuts. When somebody walks up and asks you, hey, I live right down the road, or I live at this address, and I was wanting to get a quote for a one-time cut. Usually means that it's overgrown, that there's leaves, or they just want it looking good. And of course, most of them have it in their head that this may cost a little more than, you know, just a regular cut. So when you get there, definitely take a look at the property. If they're saying, you know, we'd like to start, get on a schedule or something like that, and of course I don't do contracts, but when somebody says to me, hey, I'd like to get on a schedule, my yard's a little overgrown, can I get on a schedule? And it's usually like a bi-weekly schedule, or if it winds up being a weekly schedule, you know, that's great. But always keep in mind, some of these people get their yards cut that one time and they cancel service. So when I get to the client's house, or the one-time cut client's house, and I'm looking over the property, I am looking for everything that needs detail. So I am looking at trimming, of course trees, how much, you know, because if there's leaves, sticks, branches, stuff like that, because what you want to do is you want to do a really good job, because chances are that one-time cut could turn into a really good customer. And I've actually had it happen several times. Hey, we need a one-time cut the yard. Oh wow, this is, you know, this yard's never looked this good. Can we get on a schedule, a 2-week schedule, or a weekly schedule, or whatever it may be? Whenever I look at all these things, I'm asking myself, how long is this going to take me? Because you want to stay profitable when you're doing these one-time cuts. You're not doing it to say, well, if I'm cheap enough, maybe they'll be a customer. And you don't want that. You don't want them to say, well, this guy was cheap, we could probably get him to cut. If he did this yard for $50, with it being such a mess, maybe he'll do it for $30, or maybe he'll do it for $40, or whatever it may be. But you want to stay profitable. Now, if you've already got a full list, you're pretty much maxed out. You don't have time for one-time cuts, because you do not want to add another yard to your day that may push one of your long-term customers into another day. Customers usually, you know, they're like, okay, well, it rained this day, that's why he wasn't here. But if it's their scheduled day and you've already let them know that, hey, you will be showing up that day, if it's card on file and you charge everything in the morning, if the check is under the doormat and they're expecting for you to come and get it, whatever the case may be, you do not want to push that customer into the next day, because that check sat overnight in the grill, under the doormat, in the mailbox, wherever it might have been, and you didn't show up to do your job. So, if you have room in your schedule to take on one-time cuts, they can be very profitable. I did a yard yesterday, for an example. Not gonna say a size or anything like that, because I just went and looked at it. It had a ton of leaves in the yard. I asked the guy, "Sir, would you like just the grass knocked down, or do you want these leaves mulched up? How do you want this done? You know, I've got several prices I can throw at you, and we can take care of it either way." He said, "I'm taking my lawnmower to the shop right now. I'm gonna drop it off, so it may be a week or two before I get it back. All I need is the grass knocked down. You know, all my neighbors' yards are cut. I don't want mine to be looking, you know, the ugliest yard in the neighborhood, or the tallest yard in the neighborhood, or whatever it may be." He said, I would like for the yard to be cut. So I said to him, we can get everything taken care of, mow, weed eat, blow everything off for, we'll say $80. And he said, that sounds perfect. I said, all right, great. So we get him taken care of. He comes out, he says, we did a little extra work because I felt we got it cut pretty quick, but I did go over it 2 times because, one, it was not too overgrown, but there was just a ton of leaves in the yard underneath a bunch of matted crabgrass and stuff like that. So after the first cut, I did suck a lot of those leaves up with the Velocity Plus deck, and I had to go over it one more time just to kind of, you know, it looked a lot better after I went over it that second time. So he said, man, I really appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. Let me go ahead and get a card. Handed him my card, and I said, if you'd like to get on a bi-weekly schedule with me, we can do it for $50 a cut. And he said, that sounds good. So let me talk it over with the boss. So that could have potentially turned into a long-term customer. So it's little things like that you just need to play the part, be the professional, know how to talk to clients. That makes a tremendous impact on the way that they look at you as a business. Guys, I'm going to end it right here. I hope y'all had a great day. I know I had a great day. If you haven't, hit that like button, subscribe, tune in. Who knows what could happen in this wild, crazy industry of lawn care. All the people that we bump into, all the craziness out there. Who knows what could happen. I hope y'all have a great day. Peace.
Perfect.